Look at that.
Working?
Working.
Love it. Absolutely fantastic. Incredible. Incredible. Oh, there we go.
For more information, advise on initial contact. You have information November. Current airport information November, time 1848 Zulu, wind 270 at 8, visibility 10, few clouds 1,500, temperature 19er, dew point 12, altimeter 29er 5, ILS runway 29er right, approaching use, landing and departing runways 29er, current tower frequency 133.07, use caution for bird activity on or in the vicinity of the airport, hazardous weather information for California and coastal waters available on
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Welcome, mon herr and mon frère.
Welcome aboard.
On today's flight, we'll be serving
A
O-positive blood drawn from my favorite flight attendant, Olga.
Blood? Positive blood?
This is a Transylvanian
flight.
Welcome flying for Transylvania.
To Miami. Miami. Passenger briefing?
Well, we're not doing a passenger briefing today.
Okay. No, a passenger briefing.
There you are. I don't need you guys anymore. Seatbelts worn at all times. Operations, you have this little silver buckle here, tuck it in, and then pull the straps down as close to your belt as possible. Emergency exits are out these doors here. Latches here, pull straight up. When we landed, we had to use the parachute. Watch out for the cables as you exit to the rear. If the door is jammed, there is a hammer in the center console here. You smash the window and kick it out with your foot or shoulder. There will be no smoking or drinking on this flight, unfortunately, sorry. Air conditioning, the vents are these turn eyeball guys here, aim it at you and turn it one way or the other to turn on or off. And the controls are up here by the co-pilot. I appreciate if you'll be scanning for traffic at all times. Look out for any aircraft that seems to be in our vicinity, and please speak up if you see anything. If there's a fire, there's a halon extinguisher by my left foot, and with a buckle on, undo the buckle. And if the fire is in the pilot vicinity, I will put the fire out. And the co-pilot will manage the airplane if he's able. Otherwise, we'll go straight and level. If the fire is on the co-pilot side, then the co-pilot will fight the fire while I manage the airplane. If you feel sick or nauseous at all, please speak up. Typical ways to keep that from happening are look out the window in the distance and take deep breaths, open the air vents, and as needed, we'll get you on the ground as soon as possible. Thank you for flying Transylvania, and we'll be seeing you again in the near future.
Shalom. Good work.
Torrance Ground, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango to East Tees, requesting taxi to fuel.
Aircraft East Tees, radio's coming in broken. Say again.
Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, East Tees, want taxi to fuel.
Cirrus 6 Tango Tango, fuel pit taxi via Alpha Echo.
Alpha Echo Fuel, 6 Tango Tango.
Additional aircraft, Torrance separate information, Oscar is not current, altimeter 299.5.
299.5. 9 to 5. Should additional oxygen become necessary, the compartment above you will open. Remain seated, reach for the nearest mask and pull it down to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and secure it with the elastic band. Adjust the fit by pulling on the ends of the band. The bag attached will not inflate, however oxygen will be flowing. Secure your own mask before assisting others and continue to wear the mask until you're advised by a crew member that it is no longer necessary.
If you hear that sound during any time of the flight, and it happens to be one of your flight attendants, please reach for your nearest parachute.
It happens to be one of your flight attendants. Smoking, vaping, chewing tobacco, or consuming your own alcohol are prohibited, as is tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors. Federal law requires customers to comply with all crew member instructions, lighted signs, and posted placards.
On this flight, we only allowed 2 passengers in a restroom at a time, so we do not promote any kind of threesomes, orgies, or swinging.
Any more than 2 in there.
No more than 2.
Only 2, folks.
And we limit you to 30 minutes a time. Please do not flush anything that you may have used during that 30 minutes down the toilet.
Unreal. Could you imagine? I think we might be moving into that kind of world soon. No more than 2 at a time in the bathroom. That's the new rule. We can't have 3. There's echo. Did we do our taxi checks, or we'll get it on this one?
We're just taxiing to get fuel.
But still, what if something's not working?
Well, then we'll get fuel and then
Find out.
have enough fuel to figure it out.
It's true. I want to cement that habit. Anytime I start taxiing, I look at my stuff. We should... By the East Tees, we'll do it.
East Tees.
Habit, schmabbit. Habit, schmabbit. Boom. Boom. Bam.
Alright, so this says I have 10, 15, I could go for 60.
60.
Easily.
60. We are in an airplane flying up high. We are in an airplane flying in the sky. Professional. Professional. Alright. Alright. Solid.
Mini planes.
Mini planes, mini planes.
See? There's a little load for you.
Solid.
I'm at a stop.
Yeah, we'll have it align real quick.
Okay, so we have our ATIS, we're gonna ground.
We have 33 more seconds to hang out. horse is aligning.
So,
I love it. We don't have the terrain fail.
Ground 9 Tango Whiskey clear of 29 right at Charlie, taxi back to this link.
I'm sorry, who was that, Charlie?
169 Tango Whiskey, sorry I got a bad accent.
Sling 169 Tango Whiskey,
Bad
calling
accent.
ground, Sling taxi Charlie Alpha Echo.
Charlie Alpha Echo, the Sling 9 Tango Whiskey.
It's actually a good accent, mate. You could activate or load whatever you want. It doesn't really matter.
because I'm going to go.
Doesn't matter one or the other. And then we'll do highlight. Good. Solid. Direct enter. Activate. No. It didn't hit it. Good. Activate. That's it.
Turn now.
Make sense?
Yes.
Good work. Solid. There you are.
So then I want my Fullerton. ATIS 12505. Okay. And 125.3. 5. Okay, and then my tower. Okay. Looking VFR over there. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm gonna go here, 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 and I'm gonna go there. 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 Look at all those planes.
Incredible. How does the sky hold them all?
How does it?
That's heavy.
He ain't heavy. Doesn't matter. We're doing our hold. Okay, so we're going to shoot for 3,500.
Solid. What else can we get going on the ground here on that screen over there on the left?
We can do our bearing. So this can go active here.
Good. Turn it on, the bearing.
Right, and the bearing.
One more. There's VLOC 1. You see 1157? So when we get in the air, the pointer should point to it, the station. And then what could we put our mode on?
GPS.
Good. Make sense?
Yep.
Solid. Solid. So GPS mode as opposed to VLOC basically makes your needle or CDI represent the GPS overlay. However, the 1157, your nav active frequency, is what the bearing pointer will point to. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool.
And then when I activate the approach, it should switch over to, oh, it's all Seal Beach. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing will switch at all because this will remain GPS unless you hit VLOC.
Right.
But with the bearing pointer, we'll have some sort of VOR indication displayed to us. Capiche?
Capiche.
Good.
That's it for now.
Now let's go to the run up. We'll finish it off and then take off.
Towards ground, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango at fuel, cresting taxi to run up 295 with Oscar.
295.
6 Tango Tango, Torrance ground, I'm sorry, safe position.
We're at the fuel dock, 6 Tango Tango.
6 Tango Tango, I got you now. Runway 29 right, taxi Echo Alpha Juliet.
29 right, Echo Alpha Juliet, 6 Tango Tango.
Taxi check, instruments.
Okay, so my brick and my ball are going to the left when I turn right.
And you're also looking at your rate of turn indicator, the blue line there.
The blue line is also
in the direction
going,
of the turn.
oh, it's actually showing
Yep, so the blue line, the rate of turn should be in the direction, and
Right.
then your slip skid indicators, which are indeed your brick and ball, opposite your turn.
Opposite the turn.
Correct.
And then my directional gyro is turning opposite the turn, but showing my turn to the right.
Your
It goes to the
HSI,
left.
yep.
My compass is
Map
free,
compass.
free moving, no bubbles, no cracks.
Solid. Good work. Good work.
We will not be crossing any hot spots or runways.
Solid.
In this taxi.
Absolutely. Solid. Talk about a perfect beach day. Man.
A little chilly at the beach, though.
You think so? It's kind of warm out.
That ocean breeze comes over.
Yeah.
And don't go in the water.
Nice and cold.
It's cold.
And a shark can bite your foot.
When the shark bites.
You could go to the beach with 2 legs, come back with 1.5.
1.5.
That thought freaks me out.
But the one thing that sharks don't like people meat.
Yeah, you know what, though?
They'll bite you, but they won't
eat you.
necessarily consume you.
Yeah.
But that bite
Yeah, I mean,
might not be much fun.
Yeah, I'm good. I appreciate the don't consume me part, but I don't know. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea.
Right down the old pipe.
Look at that. Solid.
All right, little runner-upper.
Solida.
Doors, caps, seat belts, fuel quantity still on the fullest, fuel selector, fuel pump, mixture full, flaps 50, autopilot check. Okay. All right. Navigation GPS set. Brakes on. Okay. All right, within 75 of each other, with 150, within 150 total.
How many distribution buses do you have on this airplane?
Distribution buses, 2.
Good. What are they?
Main bus and essential bus.
Good. Main distribution bus and essential distribution bus. Good. And they distribute to other buses. Basically your circuit breaker panel. Good.
Okay. Right, Set. Okay, that's all good.
Why does Alt-1 not feed and power the essential distribution bus, or the bus that battery 2 is directly connected to during normal operation?
So that the power can't flow back into that bus.
So the diode prevents power from going from 2 to 1. It
Right.
only goes from 1 to 2. But why during normal operation, in that case, 1 doesn't feed 2, if the diode should essentially allow that to happen in the event of alt failure?
It was some so that it doesn't overload the bus.
The way the diode works, yes, it prevents electricity from flowing in both directions, but basically the way it does that is if one side is higher voltage than the other, it doesn't go to it.
Doesn't drain it.
Right, so think of high to low, right? If one is higher and I'm lower, it won't go to it. Battery 2, or essential distribution bus, is set to, I believe, 0.75 volts higher than main distribution bus, or alternator battery 1. And during normal operation, the diode, even though the diode has access from 1 to 2, it doesn't feed it because 2 is at a slightly higher voltage. And the brilliant design is, when Alt-2 fails, your essential distribution bus goes away. Now it's no longer in a higher voltage state. Now 1 could flow and feed 2. Does that make sense? Okay, good. The quiz I created for you, by the end of it, when you look through the POH, all the answers are in the POH.
Right.
You should have a good idea of the system, and we'll keep talking about that.
Cool.
All right.
All right. In the event of an emergency, an issue, or power out.
Do you want to brief the plate real quick?
Oh, okay, we'll do that again.
Yeah, just a quick one. We'll get in the habit of
Okay.
doing it in the run-ups.
VOR Alpha into Fullerton, charts are good. Our approach frequency 1157, Seal Beach. Approach course is 020, which is also our radio when we're inbound past Seal Beach. We have our ATIS set in here. We have our tower ready once we can. Ground is set here in my backup.
Bacoop.
1218. Okay. Then today we're going to be flying to Seal Beach, which is our initial approach fix. We're going to do a hold. Then we're going to let ATC know we're ready. After we have ATIS for Fullerton. Oh, I can do that now. Okay. Once we have, actually I'll need this first. Yes. Okay. We'll get the ATIS for Fullerton and make sure that we are ready for the approach, and we'll let ATC know. Then we'll head outbound, and then we'll make a procedure turn within 10 miles to the left and then to the right, and whatever they tell us, but likely report inbound. And
Tower, Cessna 734, Tango uniform, 7 miles to the east with information officer.
then at
734 Tango uniform, Torrance
once
Tower,
we're inbound,
runway 10
if they let us, we can be at 2,600, no less. 1 mile from Seal Beach, which is our final approach fix, will be at 100 knots and 50 flaps, at which point, no sooner, we'll start descending to 1,500 feet to B-Walt, and no sooner.
Another way you could say that is we'll begin descending once we pass Seal Beach to cross B-Walt no lower than 1,500, because in a perfect world, you don't have to level off. It could be a continuous descent. You could pass B-Walt at 1,600. Just make sure that when you pass it, you're not at 14,999. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Because essentially we're descending all the way from Seal Beach to our MDA. The only thing you want to make sure on the way there is that we don't cross B-Walt lower than 15.
Got it. All right. Then at which point we can begin continue our descent down to which today is going to be, which could be 760, which today is no less than 1,100. After 1,200, we pop out of the clouds, hood up. Boop, boop. hood on first. We'll go hood up and
Link 5 Tango Whiskey, runway 10 left, clear touch and go.
identify the airport and the runway and land as directed on the runway.
What's the first thing? What do you do immediately when you pick the hood up?
Get rid of the avionic, get rid of autopilot.
We won't have autopilot.
And flaps 100. No. After I get it below 1200.
You pick the hood up, what do you immediately do?
Look out the window.
Good. You find and locate the airport out the window.
Right.
Make sense?
Yep.
Cool.
All right, then land. And if we go mists, climbing a right turn to 2600 via heading 145 and the Seal Beach 058 to the Seal Beach VORTAC and do direct entry and hold.
Good. So we'll do this twice today, the VOR Alpha.
All right.
So we'll actually do mist on the first one and full stop on the second.
All right.
Cool?
Yep.
Awesome. And let's do the takeoff briefing.
Oh, yeah. If we have an issue prior to rotation, we'll stop the aircraft. If we have an issue after rotation and there's runway left, we'll land the aircraft on the runway. If we have issue after rotation and before 703 MSL, we'll land straight up. If we have an issue between 703 and 2103 MSL, we'll pull caps immediately. If we have an issue above 2103, we'll consider caps, troubleshoot, and if we drift below 2103, we'll pull caps immediately.
Good.
All right.
Fanuli looks clear-y.
All right, there's one guy coming in, though. Yep, there he is.
All right, got him.
Wind 27012.
Awful high. I don't know what he's doing.
Is it? Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Torrance Tower, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, holding short, runway 29 right, looking for a right downwind departure.
Air 966 Tango Tango Torrance Tower, hold short, runway 10 right, landing traffic.
Holding short, 6 Tango Tango.
966
29
Tango
right.
Tango, I need the hold
Yeah,
short
the whole thing.
with the runway assignment and your call sign and one transmission.
Hold short, runway 29 right, 6 Tango Tango.
Looks like they're landing. Yeah, they're practicing forward slips. They came in high.
I see it all turned.
Yep. So in a forward slip, all you're essentially doing is you're increasing an insane amount of parasitic drag, mostly by presenting a different form of the fuselage to the relative wind.
Do you think they're going to get down? Yeah, they get down.
Oh yeah, easy. You could drop that thing. Because now think about it, you right now are pretty much the relative wind. So you're hitting that whole side of the fuselage. That's a lot of drag. That's like putting your hand out the window like this going down the freeway. So rather than the plane fly backwards like your hand does out the window, the exchange of that is basically slowing down. It comes down at a slower rate or less energy.
Wing 5 Tango Whiskey, runway 10 left, so touch and go.
5 Tango Whiskey, 29 left, touch and go, thanks.
Not much runway left. Oh, no, they turned.
Turned off. Runway 29
They ran
left.
out of runway. I think. Yeah. I don't think that's the runway down there.
No, they're still on the runway.
Are you sure?
But I think they missed
4
Charlie,
uniform contact ground.
so they're taxiing all the way to the very end,
Contact ground 4 Tango uniform.
I suspect.
selector. Extrude. What are they doing?
Okay, that's weird. I don't know what they're doing. Are they off the runway?
I think so.
Yeah, you know what? They might be on Charlie, yeah.
6 Tango Tango Torrance Tower, runway 29
There you
right,
go.
clear for takeoff.
29 right, clear for takeoff. 6 Tango Tango.
Yeah, they're off the runway.
Why'd you go 100?
Because I wanted to see what that feels like and how to handle it. Someone knocked your thing out when they were sitting next to you here. Should you take it out now mid-roll?
No.
Good. Just roll with it. Now you can take flaps to 50. Good. And above 90 positive rate of climb, you'll take it out. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Easy. Good work. Good catch, too.
Traffic.
Hood.
All right. You could hold 110. It's fine. Caps available.
All right. Turning cross.
Yep. I'll give you a made-up instruction. 6 Tango Tango, give me a right turn heading 100 and intercept your course towards Seal Beach.
I was already in a turn.
Yeah, keep the right turn coming. Good.
Yeah.
Torrance Tower, swing 165 Tango Whiskey is downwind for 29er left, touch and go.
Swing 165 Tango Whiskey, runway 29 left, third, touch and go.
120 is fine on the heading. And intercept your course. Good. It's right there. How easy is that?
Got it.
Good work.
Got distracted.
All good. Good learning. There we are.
Number 6 Tango Tango, frequency change approved, how I can fly it.
Frequency change approved. 6 Tango Tango. Thank you, sir.
Our contact west of Queen Mary.
All right, my airplane. Close your eyes.
Procedure turn 35 Victor.
35 Victor, direct Steel Beach, maintain 3000.
Maintain 3000, direct Steel Beach, 35 Victor.
SoCal 200, approach your time inbound.
Zulu, maintain VFR, practice approach approved, no separate service provided.
Cover.
Practice approach approved, 200.
Good job with the rollout and then pick the nose up, but I want that power coming out sooner.
All right.
Now, one way to do that is to take an additional second interpreting the situation.
Well, that's what I did. But I knew either way, because we're almost level, just a little bit high. And so the first thing I knew is that I had to get my wings level.
No, we were nose low.
We're nose. They seem very.
If we were nose high, why'd you take power out?
Well, because then
practice approach approved, no separate service provided.
I realized that we were.
Practice approach approved, 7 Delta.
It was just a gut call.
Good. All right, one more time. Close your eyes.
Because it was close.
All good.
9529 Whiskey, would like to request
I'm just saying, I'd rather you. I think it's safer taking an additional second to interpret and correct properly than the other way around.
All right.
3000 VFR, 29 Whiskey.
Recover. We were nose high.
Oh. All right, I got myself all out of whack with that first one.
Traffic.
Near the middle.
My airplane?
Your airplane.
My airplane. Just avoiding some traffic here. In sight, no factor.
Lookout approach, 375 Kilo Charlie, VFR miss out of Longbeach. We have Delta, I'd like to do the RNAV to 20 right, John Wayne.
And 375 Kilo Charlie, still got the port tree. You said, sorry, which approach, Orange County?
RNAV, Yankee, 20 right, John Wayne, we have Delta.
5 Kilo Charlie, Roger, climb to 3000 and
Recover.
160. I'll have on course here shortly.
160 and 3000, 5 Kilo Charlie.
That was fantastic. Way too hard. Take your time in picking the nose up. You don't want to apply lots of G's.
29 Whiskey, heading 090, descent approved.
090.
So you want to be very smooth and slow with the pick the nose up.
All right.
Good, that was great. Let's do one more. My plane?
Your plane?
My plane. Otherwise, the recovery was good.
November 375 Kilo Charlie, heading 120.
120 and heading 5 Kilo Charlie.
November 9529 Whiskey, turn right turn, heading 270, maintain
Cover.
VFR, practice approach approved, and separate service provided.
Right 270, 29 Whiskey.
Good. A touch of hesitation, but you figured it out.
Golf, Kilo, heading
Okay, good. Let's go to Seal Beach and hold.
0205 Golf Kilo.
November 29 Whiskey, descent.
And what you could do when you're done with the stuff, just do direct, and then activate, and it'll just draw a line from you to Seal Beach, from wherever you may be.
All right.
November 5 Golf Kilo, heading 360.
Heading 360, 5 Golf.
And 20 Zulu, Cessna above and to the left, contact Fullerton Tower on 19.1.
119.1.
29 Whiskey, heading 330, maintain VFR, practice approach approved.
330, practice approach approved, 29 Whiskey.
And 35 Golf Kilo, heading 330, maintain VFR, practice approach approved, and separate service provided.
330, practice approach approved, 5 Golf Kilo.
November 5 Kilo Charlie, climb to 3000.
3000, 5 Kilo Charlie.
And 7 Delta Juliet, practice approach approved, and separate service
Trying to get a
provided. You
second
can
to
start
call
your descent anytime.
You don't have to. You could even call them once you're in the hole. You just give them a heads up, remember.
VFR missed.
7 Delta Juliet, you can make a request with the tower, they'll set you up with that.
Thank you.
And to make sure,
And 35 Golf Kilo, contact tower 19.4.
and to make sure he understands it's just a heads up, tell him heads up. Just give me a heads up.
All right.
1120 Zulu, Fullerton Tower 19.1. November 5 Kilo Charlie, turn left heading 040.
040 for 5 Kilo Charlie.
Can I make a call so you hear what it should sound like?
Sure.
So I'm looking here. I'm about 4 west, right?
Right.
So SoCal approach, good afternoon, Cirrus 9066 Tango Tango.
Sorry, say it again.
Yeah, Cirrus 9066 Tango Tango.
966 Tango Tango, SoCal.
Yeah, we're approximately 4 miles or so to the west of Seal Beach. We just want to give you a heads up. We'll be holding there at 3,500.
You want to fly follow?
Negative for now, but we'll request the VOR Alpha into Fullerton in a little bit.
Oh, Roger, thanks. Altimeter 2993.
2993, 6 Tango 10, thanks. You heard that?
Yep.
Easy?
Yep.
Good.
SoCal, very good. Alright, very good. Charlie, I'd like to hold at Seal Beach.
Number 5 Kilo Charlie, contact SoCal 21.3.
Rank 13, 5 Kilo Charlie.
Number 5368 Hotel, SoCal departure, all navigation, climb to 3,000.
Alright, we'll do that 3,000, 68 Hotel.
68 Hotel, sorry about that. Amend altitude 2,500.
2,500, 68 Hotel.
Altitude. The reason we're losing it, I'll just give you a little insight here. The less power, the slower we go, the higher pitch attitude we'll physically need to sit at in order to hold our altitude. So it's a little disconnect in the head because you're used to parking the chevron there on the attitude on the line. So just in your head, make sure, yeah, I need to sit at about 5-7 degrees of pitch up to maintain altitude at 100 knots. Something to keep in mind.
November 7 Delta Juliet, contact tower 19.4, we'll see you.
7 Delta Juliet, thank you.
Okay, lead my turn a little bit.
Good. And I see you're moving the power. Remember, we said we'll set the power and leave it there.
But I was trying to get it so I would stay around 120.
Alright, we're looking at...
And it seemed like it was too high.
So set whatever power setting you want and then leave it.
Inbound Seal Beach 2235 Victor. SoCal departure, Cessna 733 Hotel Alpha at altitude 1,000 feet.
I'm sorry, say it again?
733 Hotel Alpha at altitude 1,000 feet.
733 Hotel Alpha, SoCal, all navigation and climb approved.
All navigation, climb approved, 3 Hotel Alpha.
Traffic, traffic.
We have a master tail down.
6 Hotel, right, thanks.
Traffic, traffic.
Traffic's okay?
I'm looking.
It's too fast. I can't do it this fast.
Good, so go to lower power. Traffic in sight, no factor.
SoCal Pro Cessna 11200 VFR missed approach at Fullerton, request VOR 30 approach into Long Beach. We have Zulu.
November 1129 Kilo, 12 o'clock, a mile, circling 3,000, Cessna.
It's right, 1129 Kilo.
And 2235 Victor, descend at 2,500.
2,500, we have golf report.
Traffic, traffic.
35 Victor, roger, thanks. To maintain VFR, practice approach approved, no separate service provided. Traffic circling over the VOR 3 and 3500.
Start turning left.
We're looking for traffic, practice approach approved, 35 SoCal Pro Cessna 1120 VFR Mr. Fullerton, request VOR 30 approach into Long Beach. We have Zulu.
11200 SoCal, roger, thanks. Heading 160, maintain VFR.
160, maintain VFR 20 Zulu.
Damn. That's too fast.
Good, so we know to approach the hold at 40% power.
We got top against RT4.
Traffic, traffic.
35 Victor, thanks. Contact tower 19.1. We'll see you.
Contact tower 119.1. 35.
Traffic, traffic.
Altitude.
SoCal, Bonanza 807 Delta Juliet, 2200, climbing VFR from Long Beach, request.
807 Delta Juliet, SoCal.
807 Delta Juliet, I'd like to hold at Patter at 4000.
7 Delta Juliet, ONAV, climb approved.
ONAV, climb approved, 807 Delta Juliet.
And 7 Delta Juliet, contact SoCal 127.2, we'll see you.
1272, 7 Delta Juliet.
And 1120 Zulu, turn right 270, maintain VFR, practice push approved, no separate service provided.
27 farewell, Misa foot, practice approach approved to Delta Brooks.
SoCal 5368 Hotel. We still have them, and we like to do the procedure trying to get
5368 Hotel, report inbound, maintain 3000.
3000, report inbound, 68 Hotel.
One 1120 Zulu, contact tower 19.4, we'll see you.
19 plus 4 to 0 Zulu. See you.
Keep the turn coming. We're only half standard right
SoCal
now.
approach, Cessna 2235 Victor.
The wind keeps blowing me.
Fullerton, hold over Seal Beach, 1,700, minus 3,000.
2235 Victor, departure, roger, on nav, climb to 3000.
ONAV 3,000, 35 Victor.
5360 Hotel, descend to 2,500.
2,500, 68 Hotel.
Good.
All right, let's look for a little latest.
SoCal departure, Commander 1140 Juliet, turning left to 120.
How would you switch to autopilot right now?
I would just go
Press GPS right away.
GPS and then altitude.
Good. Go do that.
40 Juliet, roger, ident, on nav, and 55 proof.
Good.
Ident,
And then
ONAV,
correct the
55
ceiling to
Juliet.
3,500. Good.
And 40 Juliet, radar contact. Altimeter 2992.
40 Juliet, 2992.
Solid.
68 Hotel, 11, 12 o'clock, a mile,
All right.
circling 3000 Cessna, descend at 2,500.
We see them in descent to 60 Hotel.
Advise on your contact.
3 Hotel Alpha, traffic off right, southbound to Piper out of 2800, descending to Appian 6.
Bolton Tower from Mission Golf, 19500, wind count, visibility 10, skyline. Dew point 11, altimeter 2994. BOR Alpha runway 24 approaching use, landing and departing runway 24.
Sorry, say again?
Check runway 24. Advise on your contact, you received information golf.
SoCal, thanks. November 40 Juliet, contact SoCal 21.3, we'll see you.
All right, we have golf for Fullerton. Okay. All right. Now I can get on with them and say that
We have information golf
and
and requesting the full VOR alpha approach into practice approach into Fullerton.
right. Approach, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango.
966 Tango Tango, SoCal.
We would like to request the BOR Alpha full approach into Fullerton. We have golf.
966 Tango Tango, roger, squawk 0245.
0245, 6 Tango Tango.
November 5368 Hotel, traffic north.
All right, let's throw away autopilot.
They're about 2 north eastbound.
And we'll activate approach procedure.
Helicopter 905,
Activate approach. Keep flying towards Seal Beach. Don't turn. Don't turn. Don't turn.
9 Charlie Foxtrot, SoCal.
Good.
905, 90 Charlie Foxtrot, like the
And
DOR,
then we will
30 on the
lead our
Long Beach
turn in a
with,
second now
Zulu.
to fly outbound on the procedure turn.
Let's.
Charlie Foxtrot, squawk 0221.
I got ahead of myself with the leading the turn.
0221,
You're good now.
90 Charlie Foxtrot.
0 Golf Charlie, maintain 1,600, heading 040.
040, 1,600, Golf Charlie.
959 Charlie Foxtrot, radar contact. What's the helicopter type?
Cabri G2CA flying uniform for standard pilot.
Let's go ahead and comply with the approach plane altitudes.
Got it, thanks.
Did he give us a?
He didn't say anything. It's fine. We're still VFR and we're
Right.
not in anyone's airspace.
In VFR.
Good. And we'll have that in front of you.
Heading 090, maintain VFR.
Good.
Heading 090, maintain VFR for 90 Charlie Foxtrot.
Good work.
468 Hotel, traffic abundance to the right, circling at 3000 is a Cessna.
We have 60 Hotel.
All right, turn left.
November 6 Tango Tango, are you able to start your turn inbound?
Just a moment.
In just a minute, 6 Tango Tango.
Good, wings level.
Zero Golf Charlie, hitting 360.
Get them the other way around. 27 for 26.
Good, there we go. And hang out at 2650 even, not a hair under.
733 Hotel Alpha, climb to 3,500.
3,500, 3 Hotel Alpha.
Whenever you get a chance, you can just get on and say
1129
6 Tango Tango's procedure turned inbound.
Eastbound, climbing out of 3,100 is Cessna.
Traffic inside 110 kilo.
And 3 Hotel Alpha, below and to the right, northbound 3,000 Cessna.
Negative contact for 3 Hotel Alpha.
Approach 6 Tango Tango, inbound, VOR Alpha.
And 6 Tango Tango, thanks. You beat the Cessna inbound. Maintain VFR, practice approach approved, no separate service provided.
Practice approach approved, VOR Alpha, 6 Tango Tango.
And 733 Hotel Alpha, traffic above and to the left, circling at 4,000.
Negative contact 3 Hotel Alpha.
November 0 Bell Charlie, heading 330, 1,600 till established, cleared approach.
330, 1600 till established, close to approach, Bell Charlie.
November 1140 Julie, contact SoCal 21.3, OCL.
121.3, 40 Julie, connect.
Wait.
Ah, sorry, too strong corrections. I'm trying, just
Good, good.
overreacting.
Good learning.
Two and a quarter from Seal Beach.
Good.
And 0 Golf Charlie, contact tower
What's Fullerton
19.4,
Towers frequency?
OCL.
119.1.
November 300 Golf Charlie, tower 19.4.
Let's lose some altitude. You do want to be around 26.
All right, we're just about a mile coming up. Okay, there's a mile. Let's go flaps 50.
Good. Is the fuel pump on?
November
Pumps
9
on,
Charlie Foxtrot,
pumps on,
heading
mixture
040.
rich.
Good.
040 for 9 Charlie Foxtrot.
And 966 Tango Tango, traffic circling above and to the right, Cessna at 3,000, contact tower 19.1, we'll see you.
Look for traffic, contact tower, 6 Tango Tango.
Not a hair under 26 until we cross Seal Beach.
Thought that was pretty close.
Now we could begin descending.
Hotel 3 Hotel Alpha, can we get our altitude restriction canceled?
Do we need a
3 Hotel
contact
Alpha,
tower?
descend approved.
Yes.
Cool.
3 Hotel Alpha.
And say we'll be going
Wind
this.
220 at 5.
Fullerton Tower, Sierra 966 Tango Tango, VOR Alpha. And we're going to go missed.
Tango Tango, Fullerton Tower, how will the approach terminate?
We're going to go missed, 6 Tango Tango.
Sierra 6 Tango Tango, after the missed approach, the intention.
Publish missed.
Published missed, 6 Tango Tango.
Sierra 6 Tango Tango, I know that. What is your intentions after that? You going back to SoCal approach, or where are you going?
Affirmative.
We'll go back to approach 6 Tango Tango.
Sierra 6 Tango Tango, I'm not trying to play 20 questions or be nosy. I need to hand you off on the radar to SoCal approach so they know what you're going to do. I need to know your destination.
Going to hold in the published hold.
We're going to hold in the published hold, Seal Beach, with approach, 6 Tango Tango.
Sierra 6 Tango Tango, thank you for that, and execute your missed approach south of the runway.
Execute missed approach south of the runway, 6 Tango Tango.
Small 57 Alpha, runway
He's a
24
headache
for the
controller.
land.
Clear to land 2457 Alpha.
Attention all aircraft, Fullerton Tower information,
shit, I went
hotel
too
now
low.
current, wind
Good
220 at 7, altimeter 2990. Grumman 42 Romeo, say taxi intention.
Taxi to southeast parking, 42 Romeo.
Grumman 42 Romeo, taxi to southeast hangars via Alpha, good day.
Back to southeast hangars via Alpha, 42 Romeo, good day, sir.
God damn. There's 1100. Ah, fuck. All right, so I'm going missed.
Fullerton Tower, Cherokee 5360. I'm the VOR. You like to go mid, followed by John Wayne.
How far south of the runway should I go?
Cherokee 5360.
You can go mist now.
Tower, Roger. Information.
So what does the mist call for?
Wind 240 at 5, altimeter.
Climbing a right turn.
Friction 29er.
2,600.
Cool.
Execute missed approach south of the runway.
What heading?
Heading 145.
Cool. Are we above 90 positive rate of climb?
Yes.
To turn right heading 120.
It's all good. Good learning.
Right, 120.
Sierra 6 Tango Tango, start your missed approach.
Start missed approach, 6 Tango Tango. God bless America.
Sierra 6 Tango Tango, contact SoCal departure 125.35 today.
12535, 6 Tango Tango.
Alright, let's lower the nose, go to VY.
Ground Mooney 12999 X-ray, Southwest side on taxi 24 run up hotel.
Mooney 12999 X-ray, Fullerton ground, runway 24 run up, taxi via Alpha.
Alpha 24 run up.
Mall 57 Alpha, say taxi request.
Taxi.
First one today, total
Mall
fuck up.
57 Alpha, turn right there at Echo.
What altitude are we going to?
2,600.
Right at Echo, taxi via Bravo 24.
Do we need a contact approach?
Yes.
Cool. Are we on with approach?
Trying to fly the airplane. No.
Good.
Long Beach, we have Alpha.
733 Hotel Alpha, traffic balloon to the right, circle at 3,000.
Looking for traffic to Alpha.
Bring power way back.
I was trying to get to my VY first.
Beach, we have Alpha.
2235 Victor, Roger, turn right heading 140, maintain vehicle.
140, VFR 35 Victor.
Fuck.
3 Hotel Alpha, traffic inside at our 3 o'clock.
3 Hotel Alpha, SoCal, Roger, thanks.
Approach Sierra Center 66 Tango Tango, 2,700, doing off the mist from Fullerton.
966 Tango Tango, SoCal, Roger, thanks. Climb to 3,000.
3,000, 6 Tango Tango.
November 35 Victor, descend approved.
Stand approved, 35 Victor.
Alright, let's turn right.
Warrior 4 Foxtrot Tango, 2,500.
Warrior 4. 2,000.
Out or below 2,000 for Foxtrot Tango.
Ah, fuck. God damn it.
November 2235 Victor, descend at or below 2,000, heading 160.
Out below 2,000, 160, 35 Victor.
Motherfucker.
Approach Delta 1312 out of 8 for 4,000 on the Bob.
Southwest 1312, SoCal, Roger, thanks. And Alpha Spring, Long Beach.
I will pick that up.
November 35 Victor, heading 180.
180, 35 Victor.
7 Delta Juliet, maintain VFR, practice approach approved, no separate service provided, Crossdale Beach 2,500.
7 Delta Juliet, Crossdale Beach 2,500, practice approach approved.
SoCal, Cherokee 5368 Hotel is 1002 off of Fullerton. We'd like the ILS deck, John Wayne, please. We have
5368 Hotel, SoCal, Roger, thanks, heading 090, maintain VFR.
090 VFR, 68 Hotel.
Okay, good afternoon, Southwest 1200 is 2,000, Pacific 2, we're low to 230.
South 1200, SoCal, Roger, thanks. Alpha's current Long Beach.
We'll get out.
November 35 Victor, heading 330, maintain VFR, practice approach approved, no separate service provided.
Practice approach approved, 330, 35.
And go ahead and
Foxtrot Tango, traffic 10
let's activate the approach.
2 miles, currently south.
Actually, give me one hold,
Long Beach,
yeah, and then we'll activate the approach.
Looking for traffic for Foxtrot Tango.
All right, here's what I want.
It just keeps climbing. Like,
here's what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and correct for things slower.
Traffic no factor.
all right. I'm trying to get
1312,
trimmed, and it
3000.
just goes
3000,
freaking nuts.
1312.
So the plane's broken?
No, I'm just telling you what I'm wrestling with.
Traffic.
So let's go ahead and chase everything slower. None of those abrupt movements.
Sorry, call them, say again.
Cessna 1129 kilo going missed out of Long Beach, requesting practice VOR Alpha into Fullerton.
1129 kilo, SoCal, Roger, heading 160, climb to 3000.
60, climb to 3000, 29 kilo.
Good.
November 4 Foxtrot Tango, contact tower 268, we'll see ya.
268, thanks for the help with Foxtrot Tango.
Hey, and 2235 Victor, tower 19.4, so long.
19.4, good day, please let me.
And 733 Hotel Alpha, below and to the right, 2800, above and to the right, 3500.
Is 35% power easier?
Or not.
I don't know.
I mean, you're doing pretty good right now.
And Southwest 1200,
35% power, yeah.
is a Piper at 3000.
Southwest 1200, we're looking.
It just seems slow.
Who cares how fast we're going? I want to make sure that you have an easy time to stay ahead of the airplane.
Sorry, to the tower, who's that?
7 Delta Juliet, should we call the tower?
Oh, thanks. Tower 19.1, we'll see ya.
On the way out.
And 68 Hotel, contact SoCal 21.3.
Good. And whenever you get a chance, we'll get on with them and request another full VOR
I don't
Alpha.
know. Now's a good time, though, but we'll see ya.
Alright, see ya.
Southwest 1312, the field's about 10 o'clock, 14 miles.
And Southwest 1312.
Southwest 1312, cleared visual, and at 30.
Cleared visual 30, Southwest 1312.
Southwest 1200, you're following company in front of you, 11 o'clock, 4 miles northbound out of 3400.
Inside Southwest 1200.
Southwest 1200, follow company, cleared visual, and at 30.
Follow company, clear visual, 30, Southwest 1200.
November 1129 kilo, turn left, heading 050 to join the final.
050, join final, 29 kilo.
Approach Cirrus 6 Tango Tango. After this hold, I'd like to request the full VOR Alpha into Fullerton.
Sirius 6 Tango Tango, SoCal, Roger, thanks. Climb to 3,500 and report your turn inbound.
3,500, report turn inbound, 6 Tango Tango.
SoCal approach, helicopter 9059 Charlie Foxtrot back with you, requesting vectors for the VOR 30 on the Long Beach.
And then Financial Foxtrot, SoCal, Roger, heading 140, maintain VFR.
Heading 140, maintain VFR for 9er Charlie Foxtrot.
And 29 kilo, heading 350 to join if you went through.
Repeat that, 29 kilo.
And 29 kilo, heading 350 to join if you went through there.
350 to join the final, 29 kilo.
And 733 Hotel Alpha, traffic in front of you, southbound 2900, 12 o'clock a mile.
Looking for traffic, 3 Hotel Alpha.
And 3 Hotel Alpha, climb 500 feet for that traffic.
We have that traffic in sight. We'll deviate 10 degrees to the right.
Okay, got it, thanks. 3 Hotel Alpha, altitude your discretion.
Thank you, 3 Hotel Alpha.
The best way to gauge whether or not you're climbing or descending when you're flying slow isn't your pitch attitude, because that will be high inevitably, is your VSI. Park your VSI on 0 when you're happy with your altitude, and any deviation from there, that's what you should reference.
Sorry, I started my conversation.
All good, all good.
We were having a conversation.
All good. Good learning. Did we activate the approach before?
I did it.
Cool.
Traffic, traffic.
Kilo traffic passing overhead, the Sirius at 35.
Inside, no factor 10 kilo.
6 Tango Tango below you, the Cessna at 2800.
Looking for traffic, 6 Tango Tango.
Southwest 1200, got about a 20 knot overtake on company, contact tower 19.4, we'll see you.
Alright, over tower 19.4, we'll go to our final. Thank you a lot, have a great day, so please open.
Thanks, same to you, so long.
SoCal departure, wing 873 Sierra Charlie, climbing 2000.
873 Sierra Charlie, SoCal, Roger, what's your request to Long Beach?
26 left, 36 Charlie.
3 Sierra Charlie, Roger, you want to go over Steel Beach for straight in or Queen Mary?
Steel Beach,
start.
3 Charlie.
3 Sierra Charlie, Roger, turn right, heading 330, I'll have Steel Beach here shortly, maintain VFR.
330, maintain VFR, 36 Charlie.
Southwest Cherokee 83831 with you, 3,000 feet inbound Long Beach.
83831, SoCal, altimeter 2992.
992, 831.
1129 kilo, contact Fullerton Tower 19.1, we'll see you.
2.1, 29 kilo.
Number 9 Charlie Foxtrot, heading 070, maintain VFR.
070, maintain VFR, 9 Charlie Foxtrot.
9 Charlie Foxtrot traffic, about 9 o'clock, 2 miles, northbound 1800, 737. Caution turbulence as you pass behind.
We got that traffic inside 9 Charlie Foxtrot.
All right, thanks.
SoCal approach, Mini 129er X-ray is 1,300 south of Fullerton, requesting 9,500.
1299 X-ray, SoCal departure, Roger, ident.
Ident 129er X-ray.
That was beautiful right there.
Right.
Did he want us to report inbound?
Yep.
Good.
99 X-rays, radar contact.
I've been waiting for a break.
For
cool.
now, 2500 is approved, I'll hire shortly.
On nav, 2,500 for now, 129er X-ray. Thanks.
Approach 6 Tango Tango, inbound VOR Alpha for Fullerton.
6 Tango Tango, descent approved, practice approach approved as well, contact tower 19.1, we'll see you.
Practice approved for Pro, descending, contact tower 6 Tango Tango.
November 831.
7 Delta Juliet.
This will be a full stop.
Contact SoCal 125.35, execute your climb out.
Use this too on your scan.
Tower, SoCal 1129 kilo, was that last call for us?
Number 6 Romeo Tango, your number 2 phone, a helicopter, short final, runway 24, number 2, clear to land.
24, clear to land, thanks. Helicopter in sight, 6 Romeo Tango.
And calling tower, say again.
Cessna 1129er kilo, was that last call for us?
November 1129er kilo, plan to execute your missed approach south of the airport.
Go miss, south of the airport, 29 kilo.
550.
Hotel like a side step over to the hangar.
On. Extra rich.
Bravo Hotel for correction to previous clip.
4 Bravo Hotel.
Copper 4 Bravo Hotel, this held on over
Sorry.
Cessna, the runway 24 run up.
We're going to pass to his east.
Fullerton Tower, Sirius 966 Tango Tango, inbound VOR Alpha, full stop.
And calling on the VOR, say call sign.
Sirius 966 Tango Tango.
066 Tango Tango, Fullerton Tower, continue approach, circle east of the airport, circle south of the airport for left down runway 24.
Circle south of the airport, left downwind, runway 24, 6 Tango Tango. All right, so I continued my descent.
Where are we going? Look.
Ah, shit.
I want you to be very cognizant and incorporate all that into your scan.
157, only 24 taxi Alpha.
Oh, man. I was so good with my altitude. Completely
Wings
lost.
level, wings level. You see, we created the slice of pizza. Good. Go right. Good. Wings level. Good. There you go.
Okay, let's not zoom down too
Charlie Tango is going to the north side of the hangar.
We want to keep
Good.
zooming.
6 Romeo Tango, roger, turn right when able, taxi to parking via Bravo.
Do you understand how
Yeah,
this
Bravo
line should be
park.
straight up and down the screen?
Yes.
Good.
17 for 15. Ah, come on.
Great. Much better.
1129 kilo,
We're 29 kilo, contact SoCal departure 125.35.
5.35, 200 kilo.
Oh, shit.
Wings level.
Fulton Tower, Cessna 99157, holding short of runway 24, ready for VFR release.
So 99157, Fulton Tower,
Wings
runway
level.
24,
Big
runway
walls.
heading, I'll call your turn, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24, close to takeoff, runway heading, you'll call a turn 157.
14 for 12.
So 1388 uniform Fulton ground, runway 24, taxi via Bravo.
There's 1200. Hood out. There's the airport. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Good. Beautiful. 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 Solid.
All right.
So 157, you can start your left turn when able, and you can contact SoCal 125.35.
Turn left turn and contact SoCal 157.
Look at your altitude. Look at your altitude. Look at your altitude.
But
24, clear to land, 692.
but I was beam the numbers when I began my descent.
Oh, then go ahead. So I want you to say out loud, okay, I'm beginning my descent.
Okay.
Cool. Go ahead. Good work. You don't have to say anything.
All right.
We're clear to land.
All right. Going pace. Flaps full. Turn final.
$500.
What a workout. And for 6 Tango Tango, I'd like to taxi back for departure.
For 66 Tango Tango, turn right when able, runway 24, taxi to Bravo.
Right, taxi, runway 24, Bravo, 6 Tango Tango.
Typically, they get to you right when you're making the turn, yelling at you to do the opposite.
Yeah, right.
So at this point, I said, you know what, I'll get ahead of them. That VOR Alpha is a workout. You can forget the gym in the morning. Just do that.
Man. What a flippin' dippin'.
Man, oh. Ah, fresh air. Beautiful.
Yeehaw.
What do you think?
I think we need to do that some more.
What do you think?
Or not that one specifically, but...
Yeah, we'll mix it up a little bit.
And what did you say he likes to do the autopilot on, the Long Beach?
Yes. So we'll do that one with autopilot. The ILS. What does ILS stand for? I love sandwiches?
I lick sand.
I always thought it stands for I love sandwiches, but I'm not sure. I need to check the aim. I love sandwiches.
Hoochie Magoochie.
We made it. We're here. Welcome to full 10 Tanutsky.
10 out of 12.
10 out of 12. Look at that. Solid. Absolutely solid, folks. Folks.
Well, can't say I was happy with it, but we did it.
We did it.